Peggy 18.
Commander, prepare to engage. On the Imperium! Enemy reinforcements.
In death they fall, their duties fulfilled. And now, as bound by oath, another must rise.
We are at your service, Commander.
The Baleful Edict will be your vessel in this war against chaos.
There are grievous matters to attend. The Edict cries out for repair.
Commander, the bloom is not to be taken lightly. With every passing day, the corruption grows stronger. We must equip our knights to combat this malevolence.
Tell me what you have learned, Inquisitor.
Poxwalkers are evidence of warp corruption. This is no natural plague.
This blasphemy should be destroyed at once.
That is the difference between us, Purifier. You are the hammer, but I am the one with the burden to wield it.
Come at me, heretics! You will be cleansed.
This will be a campaign remembered for millennia.
Our faith is our shield! Brothers, our duty is death, but it will have no hold over us today. Face your judgment!
Greetings, loyal servants of the God Emperor of Mankind, and welcome to our launch stream for Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Daemonhunters. I'm Arthur, and I'm joined by the ever not Nurgle fan, Paul. Welcome, Paul.
Hello.
And hello to everyone in chat. Welcome. Thank you for joining us on an incredible day. I'm excited, but I'm overly hyped for today. I've been waiting for this to come along for quite a while. We've been playing the game for a long time.
Yeah.
So we're so excited that you've now got it in your hands. It's available to buy now. Obviously, it was live, I think, from 3 p.m.
Yes.
But you can pick up the game. But we're going to be playing through something, a very important mission later on. Won't spoil it just now. We've got some prizes and stuff we'll go through in a moment. But Paul, tell us what else it is. People ask about drops. Tell us about drops things first, briefly. We won't go into too much detail, but it's going on.
Okay, so if you're watching on Twitch, specifically twitch.tv/Frontier Developments, we currently have the Twitch drops running that we've been running since the first stream started. So these are various items that you can earn in-game. They're unique individual items, so only one character at a time can get them. But they're all visually different, and they're quite good. So, for example, you've got Ektar's Wrath and Ektar's Blades. Those are two of the first ones you can get. Forgiveness is a storm bolter with the perfect name.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Ektar's Wrath, which is a hammer. We've got the Song of Purity, because every flamethrower should be called that in every single household.
Makes sense.
I mean, yeah.
Do you have a flamethrower, Paul?
I've got about
probably
5.
Probably wouldn't have admitted that live.
And sure. The last one you can unlock, if you've watched all of the streams up to now, will be the Test of Faith, which is a silencer.
Yeah.
And it's largely done there because it seemed the perfect choice of name to have, gone all out to get it. But if you're joining us for the first time and you've not had a chance to earn them beforehand, don't panic. We will be doing more streams in future, and there'll be more chances for you to unlock these drops.
And on that note, Paul, you said more streams in the future. We'll be back next. Well, I say we. You'll be back. I'm away next week. I'm actually on holiday.
But lucky for some.
Yeah, you'll be back next week with we'll be starting a campaign, right?
Yeah, we're going to be. So next week we'll be starting a brand new campaign on the live build. So for explanation, the build that we've been playing through and the build we will be playing today are pre-launch builds, so not quite the build that you have access to now. I'm slightly jealous. But yeah, we'll be starting a brand new campaign. We'll be going through and we'll be making sure. I think we might potentially turn Grandmaster mode on, so all of the decisions matter.
That's bold.
And
That's bold.
everyone can then judge me when we all die on mission.
Can I just ask that if you do that and if you name me as a character, you don't get me murdered in the first.
I can't make any promises, Arth. In fact, it may very well be you the first one to die.
I fully expect it will be me to be the first one that dies. Cool. Okay, so we've got Twitch drops. They're running. So if you just start the campaign, there'll be more chances to win them. You probably won't earn them all. In fact, you definitely won't be able to earn them all today because we're aiming to stream for about 2 hours today.
Yeah, if you're new, you won't be able to earn them all today. One thing I should point out for when they come back, the nature of how Twitch drops work, it'll be starting fresh next time. So any of you've accrued won't carry over in terms of new ones. So if you were nearly at the hammer, it wouldn't then be nearly at next time. But we'll make things a little bit easier, I think.
Maybe. We'll see. No, we will.
Depends how cruel I'm feeling.
We're the good people. We're the good guys, right? We're on the side of the end. Well, we try to be. So hello, chat, everyone. We always ask this question. I think last time we asked about their favourite heretical chapter. But just put in the chat who's your favourite Primarch? Who's your favourite Primarch?
Okay, yeah, good choice.
That'd be interesting to see who your favourite Primarchs are. And if it's not Leman Russ, then you're wrong, basically. So that's fine.
Horus, obviously.
Horus is Morty's in there. Rogel Dawn, boring. I'm going to build a big castle and sit in it. Right, and we've got a lot of people. Rogel Dawn. Perturabo, sorry. Corvus Corax, Corvus is really cool. Lionel Johnson,
Any
Traitor.
Magnus in there?
Angron, there's a Magnus. Oh, I see a Manus. I think that's a Magnus. Fulgrim, Vulcan lives. Fulgrim with the swords, and there's now a snake.
It's what we all aspire to be.
Why do you want to be? Alfarius. Someone's upset about my saying Dawn was boring. I'm not saying he's boring. He's not boring. He's very boring. Is what I meant to say. Alfarius, whatever part gives you 2 for 1 deal. Very true. Leman Russ and the Vulcan. Vulcan's really cool. He's what do they call it? Not an eternal. Oh, what's the word? It's left me now. Where basically he keeps coming back. What's the word? Come on, chat, help me out here. What is he? He's because he died.
Cheater.
Not cheating. Perpetual. There we go. Thank you very much. Perpetual, that's the one. He's a cool dude, Vulcan. Like, he's hard as nails. You wouldn't mess with Vulcan. And if you did kill him, he'd just come back and batter you again. So, cool. Nice to see so many. There's not many traitors in there. Angron, though. See, Angron's in there. Ferrus Manus. Isn't Manus... Oh, I don't know. Because it doesn't Ferrus Manus... I don't want to spoil this too much, but doesn't he... Oh, I might spoil it a bit. In the War of the Webway with the Custodians. I think he comes back kind of... like a Jedi, like in a shimmering form. I might be wrong. Happy Exterminatus Day. Thank you very much. Sanguinius. Sanguinius is cool.
He's Blood Angels.
Yeah, he's the Blood Angels. Yeah. Sanguinius is really cool. But obviously, it's his death that caused the rage that they then suffer. I think, if I'm right. I'm not a big Blood Angels sort of lore aficionado.
Red. That's as much as
they
I've
are
ever
red.
really
They are
followed
red.
Blood Angels, I'll be honest.
Cool. Okay. Can you please let the stream run for several hours? Look, it'll run for about 2 hours. We get sort of stuck into the game. We love the game, so it might overrun for 2 hours. But I do have I have to go home. My other half will kill me if I. And better way, my other half is watching this, so I will need a lift home. I won't get the bus. I'm going to be late. So there we go. And
like we did say, if you're worried about your drops, there will be more opportunities to earn them in future. Don't worry.
Yeah. This won't be the last time you can win this. I'm getting a message from our producer. I can't look at it because I've now got to come off all my stuff. Here we go. What's it saying? Okay. Frontier Developments is not included in the pre-launch campaign. Okay. Will that be enough? That's all I need to say. Frontier Developments will not be included in the pre-launch campaign. I'm just giving that information as it was sent to me telepathically via the keyboard to you guys. So there we go. I hope that answers some of the questions that people are asking. Cool. There we go. So that's kind of interesting. So if you just joined us, so what is Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Daemonhunters? It's a turn-based tactical strategy game. It's fast-paced as well, which is actually... People go, you can't be turn-based and fast-paced.
It is a genuine term. Because it's... So if anyone's played sort of tactical style games before, everyone's kind of used to being overly defensive because
I feel seen.
you're weak, squishy humans. But in in Cascade Daemonhunters, the Grey Knights are superhuman. They are tough as 1,000 nails that have been merged inside adamantine. And they can withstand quite a lot. So the gameplay focuses on a more of aggressive style, which amuses me because when we started the streams, Arf was like, "What are you doing? This is crazy gameplay." And now Arf plays similar style.
I do. I'll be honest, it's one of the great things about this particular title. So if you're a fan of the genre, it's as in-depth as anything else out there in the market, and probably in some ways even more so. But it makes you relearn the way you play this type of game, and it does give you a confidence. But I will say this: don't get overconfident because you're not indestructible. You're tough, super tough.
They can die.
They can die. So just bearing in mind, we haven't lost a mission yet, and we don't intend to today. But only Paul.
We don't intend to. There's every possibility.
Yeah. So that's what a sort of a top level look down at what the game's all about. There are plenty of people playing this now and streaming. It's so good to see so many people have already sold some comments on here saying people are playing the game already, enjoying it. I've seen clips online of people throwing grenades and killing like heretics and destroying the environment. It's really cool to see this. I'm so pleased that you guys have got it out there.
Actually have a clip.
Oh, we do. Oh, yeah, we do. Is it Dantic, I think?
Dantic, I think was the name, yes, but of taking out literally everything with one grenade.
Oh,
that appears to be his Twitter.
That's his entire Twitter. There we go. There's the whole Twitter.
There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus all the.
Ooh, man, the cultists are gone.
I mean, it's fantastic. I'm fairly certain Vikir would be very upset about all of the exploding of the.
Yeah, but what Vikir doesn't know won't hurt her.
I mean, she seems to be omnipresent. She knows everything. Okay, so that's cool. But that's not all. You took the game on the road this weekend as well.
Yes.
So can you tell us where you were this weekend?
So this weekend, a bunch of us were down at Warhammer World in Nottingham, which is in UK. The big headquarters of Warhammer, and we had computers set up for people to play Warhammer Cascade Daemonhunters for the first time in person. And that was quite cool. It was kind of funny for us because we had a whole tournament going on behind us, and literally the table behind us on the Sunday was playing Grey Knights versus Death Guard. And it's difficult to be trying to explain to people how to play your game when you're spending so much time going, who's going to win?
Who did win? Who did win?
I think it was the Death Guard. I'm not 100% certain, but I think it was. I think it was. It seemed to be heavy losses either way.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a game of 40k where the two opponents have talked themselves down. I don't think there's an option. It's like I'd like to negotiate. There's no parlay. I
did watch one of the matches where a person brought out, I don't remember his name, but I can basically describe it as a Tyranid dragon about this big. And you can see the other person just go,
I'm not up on my Tyranid stuff. I know that Arcane effects and stuff like that, and the lictors and all that stuff. But my first brush with Tyranids was on a game called Advanced Space Crusade. If anyone's old enough to remember that, I had Space Crusade, which is great, and then I had Advanced Space Crusade, and the Tyranids came in, and I could never work out why it made sense to send scouts on the mission. It's like, here's these Gene Stealers are terrifying, and then here's these things that are worse than Gene Stealers. So Gene Stealers get Terminators, and you guys get scouts. There we go. Okay, so cool. So that's that. Also, what he's indicating, how would people know you were there? Because you were wearing one of those natty T-shirts.
I was indeed wearing a natty T-shirt. And now I understand what my producer was getting
He was going like this. He was going to the T-shirt
I thought he was telling me my microphone was broken.
No. I can hear you. It's fine. It's fine. I had it all lined up in my head. I was like, I know how this is going to be a really slick segue. It's now doing an awful segue for me.
Yep, I blame literally everybody but myself. But you can win one of these, if I hold it up, snazzy Chaos Gate Daemonhunters T-shirts.
Yeah, there we go. Ooh.
This one's haunted.
Paul, I can see you moving it.
Shh, don't ruin the illusion.
Right. Well, okay. So this is our first prize. We have another main prize as well after this, and there's a prize after that. So in order to win this T-shirt, this is only for Twitch people, right? So
it's only available on Twitch, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it's /legal, I think. What's the thing?
Yeah. So first off, the terms and conditions you can find on frontier.co.uk /legal, and you'll see one that says Twitch bot competition. To enter this one, you're going to type, I believe it's ! We are the hammer, all one word, all lowercase, and that will put you in the chance to win one of these T-shirts.
Yeah, and as you're doing that, the Mechanicum will work furiously behind the scenes.
Yes.
The Omnissiah will be looking to pluck the most worthy of you to win one of these T-shirts. It isn't one of the ones that Paul's just put back there. It will be an actual fresh one.
It is these. It's
Oh,
the
it is
one that
those ones?
I'm gently caressing now. That's
Fine,
what they'll all
then
get.
in honour of Nurgle, we'll all wear it first, and then we will send it to you.
But it's, yes, ! We are the hammer.
Yeah, ! Not hashtag, cool.
And that'll be going for 4 more minutes, so you've got
4
plenty of time
minutes.
to enter! We are the hammer, all one word, all lowercase. And you
cool.
can win a T-shirt.
You can win a cool T-shirt. I'm losing. I think chat is going pretty fast because I'm losing it. I can't see it all now. So signed would be nice. Well, we might be able to do something like that later on at the moment. But obviously, and you'll get to meet Noah actually in a little while. But they're based in Canada, so unless he's got a really long arm, it's going to be difficult for him to sign it. However, that said, I'll tell you what I'll do. When I got a chance to interview Andy Serkis, he very, very kindly signed several cards. So I can chuck one of those in, I think.
Where's mine?
He signed a card specifically for a competition that we were going to put on the live stream at launch. He said that to me, and he said, you can't give it to anybody else, specifically Paul.
You are dead to me.
I know. But anyway, so we can do that for you. We can give you a signed Andy Serkis card as well. It'll go with the T-shirt, and we'll send that across. So that's pretty cool.
So yes, ! We are the hammer on Twitch chat. All one word, all lowercase, we've a chance to win.
Yeah, I'm not seeing ! I'm just seeing I am the hammer, but everyone's getting very excited, but just we're not putting the exclamation mark. You need to
I think it is, we're just not...
Oh, we're not seeing it. We're not seeing it. Oh, there's hundreds. Okay, so for full context, chat, you are obviously doing it correctly, but our screen is having... The Mechanicus is desperately failing behind the scenes. We haven't blessed it enough. Paul, where was your blessings? That's why it's failing, chat. There we go. That is not how this works. Right, okay, cool. All right, so...
Is that 3 more minutes they've got? Yeah, keep going. Keep spamming that chat. Keep making Twitch chat super confused with your hashtag, ! We are the hammer, all lowercase, all one word.
Praise the Omnissiah there. Yes, praise indeed. Do we all believe the Omnissiah and the Emperor are the same? They are, right? They are. They are the same entity.
The key difference is the spelling.
But don't be a Bruce. I've got enough Bruce on my team. Thanks.
Just for anyone who's confused, by the way, the competition is to win, because I just saw a couple of people mention in the chat. If I could
you can do this, Paul.
I could do it! I got a
You are an adult. You can do it.
You can win one of these Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Daemonhunters T-shirts.
There we go. Cool. And that's that. And there'll be other prizes. This is what's happening now. Okay, right. This is what's happening. There are other prizes as well that are on the stream. Just for people asking about joining about drops, just to keep you going, they are live. They have been running the entire length of their pre-release live stream shows. Yeah. But we understand that people may have just joined later, so we are going to continue these on to our
there'll be a fresh round. There'll be more opportunities to get in. There'll be a fresh round, but don't worry if you've missed out. There will be more chances.
There will be more chances if you missed it, so don't worry. Also, get a chance to check out some of our other streamers that are playing the game, because they also are offering drops, so it's worthwhile checking out some of those streamers.
Different drops.
Yes, the different drops, different drops. So there's lots of stuff to have a look at in the game. Right.
I think we're about to... We've got 1 minute left, is that right? 1 minute.
We've got 1
minute. Spam
minute,
that
chat.
Spam it.
We've got 1 minute before we give away. What size is the T-shirt?
It is human-sized. We'll pick one for your size.
Yes,
if you can. We're not just going to have a predetermined, you must be this shape to wear the T-shirt.
Yeah. I always get, because I'm not small, I'm a bit of a unit, and I always find that when I wear a T-shirt that's given away, it feels like it crops rather unflatteringly just beneath my...
I know that pain.
Yeah, my accursed body. So there we go. Dad bod sized. Yes, accurately, I am dad bod sized. Yes, that is fact. Must be this human to wear. That's on the side. That is actually on the label. You can't be a heretic. It will burn you if you put it on. I wouldn't like.
Is this why this is so itchy?
Well, it's got the chaos symbol on it, so it's fine. It's all right.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looks like
we have a
winner. Pick a winner.
And it is... I don't know how we're going to... we have discussed this. How do we find out?
We didn't plan that far ahead.
We'll get the winner. The winner's going to come across somewhere in there. Producer's now sweating because we've just asked him for the answer.
It's fine.
We'll find
All
it.
of the chat is watching you.
Yeah, don't pressure. Oh, it's keyboard. I've got the symbol from the Omnissiah.
It's either a keyboard or he's attacking with the spiders. It's one or the other.
He's attacked by spiders.
Aradima says, "Aren't we all winners in the end?" Yes, in our hearts.
You are. So the winner will get a message, but it is Habruski on Twitch. Congratulations, Habruski. You will win the human-sized T-shirt for you to wear at parties, Christmas, Halloween, and weddings.
You are legally obliged to wear it on every single occasion.
Please do.
For
So
all
congrats.
photos.
That's not the only thing we give away. We have something else to give away later on. I can't give you any hints or clues as to what it might be.
No, you're being very subtle.
I am being very subtle. But there is some other things you can we'll give away later on during the stream. But we do have a really, really busy stream ahead of us. But I just want to go through. So Paul, we've done what? This is our fourth stream.
This is our fourth stream.
This is our fourth stream. We have done 4 missions. Actually, we've done more than that. We've done 6 missions. Right?
Give or take.
Because we've done 2 missions each, right?
Yeah.
So we've done 6 missions, and we haven't failed a single mission. Not one. Have we? And I can tee all this up now because I know you're the only one playing through this mission.
Yeah, I know that.
So I don't really have to have any pressure on me today. Unlike last time where I went into the mission and didn't pick my stratagems. Because I was fluffing, I forgot how to spell, then I lost my stratagems, and then I was like, oh, but I won, I still did it.
The fun thing for this particular mission, we'll go over the mission stuff later, but you've just made me remember something, is we're going to be fighting a new Nurgle strain, which is Noctis. I believe it's Noctis. And obviously you have the warp surges and the random event things that can happen where various different things happen. The Noctis has one where it'll turn off your stratagems for 5 turns. I mean, I can do it doesn't bother me. I forget to put them on in the first place. I mean, so that's great. So there's no pressure on you at all, Paul, to complete this mission and to not fail. Not that everyone's going to be watching. Yeah.
So just to recap, obviously, if you are playing the game already, I've seen some people. Oh, also to the person in chat as we were loading in this stream. Who said, I've tuned in just to watch Arth make a Cod's ear of a mission. How very dare you? I have you know that I completed all of my missions and only got Paul injured.
And I can't believe you just copied my tweet into the chat.
I didn't know. It could have been you. You were typing on your phone, Paul, when that came in.
Yeah.
So who's playing the game already? If you are playing it, let us know your thoughts in the chat. It'd be great to see how you're all getting on. We've got some... Oh yeah, we've got some stuff going there. Thank you also to the mods that are here, tirelessly plugging away all the rules and regs and stuff like that. And to Heather G, who's always there, and all the other mods are always in our chat. I'm sorry if I don't mention you by name, and you'll have to give me a poke and I'll give you the credit you are due. So nice work. I've only played for 25 minutes. Someone just said I love it so far. Love the style. Fantastic. Great to see.
If you've played it so far, what's your favourite of the melee weapons? That's what I want to know. I'm curious.
Oh yeah, good shout. Yeah, picked. We go for the hammer often, don't we?
I like the hammer because if you go for the starting hammer, it has the thing of you can do your 4th strike to do an additional point of damage compared to the others. The other sets you do it and you get +1 damage. With that one, you get +2.
Someone said I've got the legendary edition of the game. It's a great job. Someone says I was playing just for my break, but it's great to watch this. Hammer is the best weapon. Yeah, hammer.
Is a flamer a melee weapon? No.
Well, if you hit them with it, I guess.
I mean, you can just. I mean, technically, with the purifier can run up and punch someone in the face of it. I suppose it doesn't do anywhere near as much damage as just setting someone on fire. But don't think it technically counts. Fists. Warding staff. That's one. Yeah. So a lot of people tend to sort of gloss over the warding staff, but I've been quite a big fan of it because it can automatically turn on your Aegis shield. And that can make a massive difference.
Yeah, it's a huge difference. Right, okay, well, look, it's 8 o'clock, so I guess we should just say hello to everybody that's just joining us. I might just be joining us. So hello, welcome everyone to the stream. I'm Arthur, this is Paul. Welcome to Chaos Gate Daemonhunters, our launch stream. It's been a long time coming. We're very excited to welcome you all here. So welcome to all of the loyal... well, I say they're all loyal. There might be a few heretics in the chat. Loyal forces of the Emperor of mankind. So... if you're just joining us, welcome. So today's plan is we have a special guest who will be joining us in about 10 minutes. We have Noah Dector Jackson, who is the creative director of Complex Games and one of the mega minds behind what we're all going to be showing you later on, and some of you are already playing, so that's be coming up in about 10 minutes time. Then we're going to take on, then there'll be a competition.
Yeah, another competition.
Then there'll be a competition. And then Paul's going to take on Paul's going to take on the flowering mission.
You said it correctly.
I nearly said the wrong word. I take on the flowering mission later on. So that's our plan. I hope you're all in line. So do we believe Paul's going to win this mission? So put a Y or an N in the chat. So we think Paul's going to win this mission. It's a difficult mission, by the way. We've got yes, yes, yes. Lots of straight away. Oh, there's the first N there. All 2 N's. In Paul we trust. I believe in Paul. Nope. Nope.
So many people are dead to me right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm seeing more Y's at the minute because Paul is awesome. He will win. Have you met Paul? Right. I believe in him. Comment. Maybe. Maybe. We've got a few maybes in here. It's good. I like it. The people that sit on the edge. People that are saying maybe, I guarantee you, are Dark Angels players, right? Because is the Emperor's in trouble? Are you going to come and help him? Well, I'm just going to see who wins.
It's ironic that that's one of the codexes I picked up at Warhammer.
I mean, it's not ironic to me, Paul. It's not ironic to me. Okay, so there we go. So that's a kind of a rundown of the mission we've got going in. So in about 2 minutes, we're gonna see if our special guest is ready to join us. I'm not sure. I'm looking at my producer. He's giving me a. He's confused. He's saying about 2 minutes. About 2 minutes, we'll have it in.
So bear in mind, time is a concept.
We'll be using the Voxcaster to get hold of Noah from Canada.
But if you are joining just now, Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Daemonhunters is now out.
Yes.
It's available on Steam and the Epic Game Store.
It's available from 3 p.m, I believe. UK time.
Yeah, it was available from 3 p.m. UK time. Yes, so that's a few hours ago. I've lost all track of time.
Do you know what? I genuinely thought you were in different time zones then. I was like, wow, well, I'm going to be impressed. But you were actually struggling just to work out how many hours ago it was for us.
My brain can only function for so.
Yeah, he's out, and that's pulled out. Right, okay, cool. All right, so there we go. Thank you very much, Force Commander Kruger. There we go. Producer is a Tzeentch cultist confirmed. Ooh, there we go. Maybe.
I think the wings were a
I'm getting a thumbs up. So we are about to be joined by the wonderful Noah from Complex. Noah, do we have you in Vox? We do.
Yeah.
There we go. Hello.
Oh, yes, we can hear you.
Hey, there he is. Chat, let us know if you can all hear Noah. I think you can, but just I don't want to start without everyone here. Everyone saying hello, hello. Can we get a hi for Noah, please, from the chat? There we go. All saying hi. Noah, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on the launch of Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Daemonhunters.
Wow, thanks so much. It's sort of incredible to actually be here, feeling like it's done. That we're done. It's been a long road.
But the response has been incredible from what we're seeing already to the reviews that are coming in, from player comments. It must be so gratifying or so rewarding for the team and yourself to see those sort of things come in for the labour of love that this game is for you.
Yeah, no question. I mean, we've been working on this very hard for a long time. I think we really felt like we wanted to prove something about our studio and what we're capable of, and I really hope that just everyone enjoys it as much as we enjoyed making it.
Well, I mean, I think it shows in the. I mean, certainly we were discussing before, obviously. Spoilers, we were chatting to Noah before the stream went live, but we've been playing through Chaos Gate, obviously, since for many months along sort of the various different builds, and it's very clear to see that you guys have got a genuine passion for the subject. So how long have you and the team sort of been Warhammer fans, and what was the drive behind this? What was the we're going to make this game?
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, I started playing a version of Warhammer 30 years ago, maybe a little more than 30 years ago. So I think we picked up, a group of friends picked up the Epic 40K box, so the original Epic, large scale, and we split a faction. And I ended up with Orcs. So that was kind of my entry into 40K as the universe.
Uh-huh.
And one of the group of friends has continued to be a friend throughout all these years and became my co-founder in the studio. And so we've been both kind of have an original passion drawn out of that experience in our teen years.
That's incredible. Epic was. I remember playing Epic with my brother actually many years ago with the tiny tiny buildings, the buildings and the Titans running around. It's a great entry point. So that's really cool. Obviously, you very clearly have a passion for it, and I see all the models behind you as well. What made you think of? What was it about the Grey Knights that you were like? This is the chapter, because there's lots of chapters. I mean, I'm very upset you didn't pick the Space Wolves, but Grey Knights is fantastic. But what was it about Grey Knights that appealed to you the most?
Space Wolves get a lot of love, though. I think
They do,
there's room for other factions. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of a weird roundabout story, because when we started this, this was doing Chaos Gate. Was obviously a passion of the studio, but what we really wanted to do was sort of step away from all of the work for hire that we've been doing in a studio for many years, which we did about, 6 years ago, and really work on something that we're super passionate about. And obviously, Warhammer 40K made sense, given not just my experience and my partners, but a lot of our team. So when we looked at the kind of chrysalis of the game, what we were trying to do was to create this experience where you were fighting an intergalactic plague, where you were dealing with this outbreak of an intergalactic plague. And that was something that we sort of conceived of, again, it's like 5 years ago now. And at that stage, when we were very early on in pitching Games Workshop on the idea, it was a no-brainer to work with, obviously, the forces of Nurgle, right? I mean, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
We're dealing with the plague spreading throughout the galaxy. Nurgle's the obvious chaos god to work with. So that's where we started. And the Grey Knights are the chapter we sort of came to naturally from that. We needed a faction that was very agile, flexible, able to operate without too much oversight to kind of fit into the mode of the game and the story that we were trying to create. And so the Grey Knights actually kind of came out of that core crystalline idea of building out this campaign to deal with intergalactic plague. So it was sort of Death Guard first, and then Grey Knights.
That will please Paul greatly that you went with the Chaos Force first. That will make Paul very, very happy.
Death Guard are best boys, just saying.
And also,
they are.
A part of the process, obviously, the game has a fantastic story written by Aaron Dempsey Bowden. How was it for you as a fan to be able? Because honestly, speaking to a game developer for us is like talking to a rock star. So I imagine it's the same for yourself. Talking to like an author like that is like that's meeting a hero, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Aaron's written a lot of books that I've read. I mean, The Emperor's Gift is sort of the most obvious connection, given its focus. And when we started out with this idea very early on, we needed, to find a writer, and Aaron is sort of the first person I approached. And at that point, he thankfully wasn't like super crazy busy like he is now. And he got really excited about the idea and sort of the core concept of the game. And so it was just like phenomenal to be able to work with him. He's a very cool, laid back guy. He does such a great job of capturing these really compelling characters, convincing characters within the universe. You believe his Inquisitors, you believe his Space Marines, his Astartes. So it was just wonderful to be able to collaborate with him on this game.
Yeah. Now you mentioned you went with Nurgle first, and obviously Nurgle with the Death Guard, and Death Guard come with they have a figurehead character who is people went absolutely nuts for when they saw him in the trailer. So what was it like to bring? I want to say it's for the first time in an actual video, not mobile game, but in an actual like sort of. What was it like to bring a Primarch into the world? What was the responsibility you felt doing it? Because that's a big deal.
Yeah, I mean it really is, and it was a process. Like we knew, because we really started from the storytelling side, deciding where we wanted to go, working with Aaron on where this story would logically end up. And sort of Mortarion was naturally the big bad that in an ideal world, we'd want to sort of carry the player through story to face. And dealing with a Primarch and its tremendous amount of power, obviously that's a bit sensitive, right? Are a few, even Grey Knights, as powerful as they are, able to handle such a massive force in a reasonable way that really fits in the lore. And where we came to with it, I think, is really makes a lot of sense, and I really think players are going to enjoy. But yeah, it wasn't a straightforward process, and there was a lot of back and forth with Games Workshop to figure that out, the way in which Mortarion and all of his unearthly power could be brought to the table in a realistic way within the universe. Yeah,
no, it's really cool. And I think the other thing to note is just, I mean, having seen the models and obviously in the game, how incredible they look, but the attention to detail from bringing them from the tabletop into the game. I was blown away by that because we first saw sort of static images. But what actually gets me is actually because you bring them to life, so seeing them move, seeing them like their idle animations and stuff like that. How much fun was it for you and the team to do that? To be like, well, here's a model that you obviously when you play the tabletop, I guess you animate in your mind, right? You imagine how they move, but then now we can actually see it, and they move with like a real purpose. Like the Grey Knights feel like they're heavy, but they're still agile, and then also the Terminators feel even more heavy, but still moving at speed and stuff like that. And the same with like the various forces of Nurgle. The attention to detail is fantastic. How was it for the team to design the animations and stuff? How much fun was that for you?
Well, yeah, I think I don't want to speak for all of them, but I think and particularly our lead animator Katie and our lead modeler Will, they really came together to create these, this convincing life, bring this convincing life to these characters, and just that weight and that power. So I think it was fun. Game development is all fun in games. There's a lot of stress and pressure, a lot of work to do. Yeah. But the life they brought to the characters, and particularly the Reapers and the other bosses, I think is just,
Do you have a favorite? Do you have? Is that asking you to pick one of your favorite children? But do you have a favorite?
In terms of the bosses?
Well, yeah, I was going to say the bosses, sure, but I mean any character in particular that you really stand out. I think I really love that character, or if there's a boss, then sure.
Okay, well, just in terms of like the characters in the story, I mean, my favorite is Fakir, but the studio is really divided on cast. I think they have their own favorites. In terms of the bosses, though, and particularly, I like what Cruciatus brings to the table, who's the Desecrator class knight.
Oh, okay.
But they're all good. They're all good fun. So.
We really enjoyed Agar. Like just his mannerisms, the way he talks to you.
His whole speech was just like, "Oh, it's terribly rude of you. I hope you would please leave my planet immediately. Oh, you're not going to. I'm very sorry. I'm going to have to kill you and all of your friends."
Yeah, it's great. He absolutely nails like how they would and how he looks and how he moves as well. Yeah. It's fantastic.
But it's like I was saying when they showed the model, the fact that he wasn't just like muscly bulk. He sort of
he wobbled.
Better phrase. He wobbled and he wibbled. Like you would expect a corpulent mass of plague to do.
Okay, so I've got a few more questions for you. Before you go and celebrate with the team, which I think is well deserved. Yeah. But obviously, Chaos Gate it's a turn-based strategy game. But we were discussing this before. You and I really learnt this from your playthrough video that I watched, because I play very defensively. But you have to relearn how you play this sort of turn-based strategy game. If you have any advice for someone just getting into Chaos Gate for the first time, what would the advice you give to a new player?
Yeah, I mean, I think you touched on this before, right? Because we really tried to take a different approach to driving your kind of like tactical superiority in the game. Just, we love the genre and turn-based tactics. We love all the games in it, but we wanted to really take our own flavor. And I think aggression, taking position, driving the action forward on your own initiative is really important to be successful. There's a few different ways of playing the game. I know some people on the testing team have their favorite approaches, but generally speaking, I like to take advantage of stuns and executions. I think that's pretty crucial, especially once you get into Legendary. Yeah. Legendary is kind of its own tier of difficulty, and having that initiative off the executions helps a lot.
Yeah, I mean, and also the executions we showed last stream look incredible. So thank you for that. Thank you for those. I have one bit of advice, which would be I wouldn't put it in Grandmaster mode straight away. Like, I would definitely play through this game once before you attempt it in Grandmaster mode. Paul is confident he's going to start a stream next week, actually, on Grandmaster mode.
I didn't say confident. I said we might do it and see what happens.
Well, you said it now, Paul.
Well, you should stack up Grandmaster and Legendary. Just jump right in, see how it goes.
Yes, I can see no wrong with that plan.
Nothing will go wrong. Nothing will go wrong. So one of the missions the mission that Paul and I are going to take on say Paul and I, it's going to be Paul. I'm going to throw him into the fire. But Paul's going to take on the flowering mission. So could you, for those of us that are just watching, just tuning in, explain what the flowering mission is briefly, and then any advice for Paul before he tries the mission?
Yeah, so the flowering mission is kind of the penultimate crisis mission in Chaos Gate Daemonhunters, right? So by this point, by the point that a flowering mission arrives, a planet is so corrupted that there is an opportunity for Nurgle to sort of advance his overall plan to initiate the Morbus. And that's by kind of activating a Chaos Gate. And so your job is to, with the support of Inquisitor Fakir, is to go down and destroy it. And you need to perform a ritual in order to get that done, which means Fakir needs to be protected. So it's kind of like a two-phase operation. You have to get to the Chaos Gate quickly before the reinforcements kind of come and overwhelm you. And then you have to hold that position and protect her. So I would definitely say, generally speaking, you should move forward as rapidly as you can get away with without sustaining too much injury to get to that point, start that ritual, and then, you know, set up your position and make sure that you keep Fakir alive.
Okay. So charge forth without cover or care for my knights. Gotcha.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, well. Not important.
Okay. So Paul, I hope you've made notes. That's great. So I'm gonna let you go in a second, but I just want to share with you just some of the quotes we've seen come in now. I think it's nice to share some of this. So this is some of the things that some people have been saying about Chaos Gate already. A layered and engaging space opera that triumphs both on and off the battlefield. We have embraced the chaos, friends, because Daemonhunters is the absolute business. Daemonhunters makes a fine entry point into the wonderful world of Warhammer games. So well does it handle the vast lore at its disposal, and it wields it smartly to set up a game of defying the odds turn after turn. And lastly, we'll have another quote, and there's loads of these now, to please pass it on. We'll pass this on to the team. Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Daemonhunters is exceptionally fun. It's a treat for the eyes, ears, and the bonts. That's UK slang for the brain. It's violent, gore-filled, crunchy, and full of charm. Underneath all of that is a wealth of depth and customization that begs to be explored. So this is just a few we've cobbled together for you.
I really like the use of the term crunchy.
Crunchy and bonts was great. There was one in there. So Noah, thank you very much for joining us. More importantly, thank you and the team for delivering an incredible Warhammer experience that I generally am in love with, and I know is going down really well with our players. And thank you for taking time out today. Well, I know it's a relatively busy day for you today, since your game is now live. Please go and celebrate with the team and yourself. Thank you so much for joining us, Noah, and I'm sure we'll talk soon.
Arthur, Paul, thank you so much for having me on board and for running all these streams. It's been so great to watch other people experience and enjoy the game firsthand. And yeah, I just hope everyone has a lot of fun with it, and excited about where we take it in the future.
Awesome. Thanks, Noah. Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye.
Here.
Awesome. There we go. So that was Noah. Dexter Jackson, he is the creative director of Complex. So awesome for him to join us on Today of All Days. And really busy.
I think everyone can agree they've done an amazing
he's done incredible. But the whole team love the subject, which is it's a joy to work with Complex, because like us, we love Warhammer, so they love Warhammer. They made an incredible Warhammer game. It's match made in heaven. So fantastic stuff. So welcome everyone. If you just joined us, you just missed Noah. But where have you been? But if you just joined us, this is the launch stream for Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Daemonhunters. I'm Arthur, this is Paul. We're your hosts. We are going to get some gameplay in a very short moment. But if you are watching us, make sure you've logged your Frontier account. I'm not going into full details, we do it enough. But Twitch drops are running, so link them. This won't be the last chance you can earn them.
You link them on twitch.frontierstore.net.
There we go. And we are about to do another competition, but there are Twitch drops. They're not going to end after this show. We're going to start. Paul's going to start a campaign next week. I'm away, and they'll be running then as well. So don't worry about it.
There'll be more opportunities to earn the lovely, lovely Twitch drops to annihilate heretics with.
Yeah. So there we go. Right. So before we move on, I did mention there was another prize. This is open to. There's a legal thing you've got to say again. What's the legal thing?
You have to go to frontier.co.uk/legal. Read the terms and conditions for Twitch bot competition, I think is the thing.
There we go. I'm going to move my drinks.
All the details and things are in there.
So, what can we win this time around? Well, you may have seen some of our lovely influencers and such on the internet talking about one of these things. This is one of our amazing press kits that we had created. So it's a little package from the Inquisition. Now I'm going to pop it here and utilise our new overhead camera.
Let's see if it works.
Ta-da!
It did.
There it is. So you can see here the symbol of the Inquisition. Don't touch it, heretic. Right, okay, so, and this is what we're offering up there to be won. So inside this box is everything you need to take on the forces of chaos. So there you have a lovely bit of packaging. And then the first thing you're going to open up is you see we have this rather cool codex. And inside here is all some information about the game. I won't go through the whole thing. There's all your different classes. There's some really cool images in here. So it's really nice, really sweet. There's some information on the characters, enemy intel, all very nice. And we have some contents. This is why I don't do unboxings. And then we have sort of the inquisitional interrogational tools. But they are, in fact, your tools for building your favourite model. So we have some clippers, we have some tweezers, we have files, we have paintbrushes. So that's all in there, all lovely packaged and safe, so they won't get damaged. And then, of course, we have paint. We have
Which is kind of important for painting miniatures.
Very, very important for painting miniatures. No Nurgle, it's in there, but you do have Agrak's Earthshade. So don't worry, we've got you covered there. There's some Earthshade in there, so don't worry. But there's I think there's what's it? We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. 12 paints on this side.
We can do a math, yo.
Yeah, we can do quick math. And then the last and final tier, we have another paint. So that's 11 paints, and this one is the technical Tesseract glue. I actually have this. This is cool stuff. Some glue, and you have. I don't know where's the camera? It's over here somewhere. There we go. I'm going to just. Can we get it to focus? I'm not sure if we can. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll fix the other camera. There we go.
Hang on. Shall I try and bring it closer?
Oh, Paul's moving. Paul's doing something. This is different. I don't think the light's going to show.
That didn't work
it's a black box.
At all.
It is a black box.
That is just darkness personified.
Hang on, Paul. Paul, I'm not going to fail, Paul. I'm not going to fail. You carry on doing that, Paul. Right, I'll show you. This is how we do things here. Right, this is how we do things. I'm going to make this work.
Has now become a simple obelisk.
There we go. I'm going to show you how this is going to work.
This is how we do things technically.
Ta-da!
There we go, and it's out of focus.
It's a blurry version of that.
Excellent.
We tried.
Excellent. That was well worth it, chat.
Look, we did it. Look, anyways. Essentially, you get a really cool figure of Castellan Crow, who's in there. So you
Castellan Garan Crow, who is also available as part of the Castellan Champion Edition.
He is, yeah, but it just says Castellan Crow in the box. I'm just reading the box, Paul.
I'm going for his full name because that's polite.
All right, and obviously you've got different variants. You have the helmeted or unhelmeted version of him, and you can create him as you want and then paint him up. So in order to win this, and it is a really cool press kit, by the way, and then once you've finished painting the figure and such that's inside it, I'm sure we can repurpose the box for your Warhammer.
You could use it for taking miniatures around.
Well, exactly. Yeah, you could. I'd suggest because it's got the Inquisition on it, you'd only have it for an Imperium force. But
you need to fill it with Death Guard just to really shock everybody.
Okay, there we go. So if you want to win, how do you go about winning one of these, Paul?
So, as before with the T-shirts, we're going to get you to type something into the Twitch chat. Unfortunately, it's Twitch specific. And this will give you a chance of winning this box. And what we're going to ask you to type is ! Come at me heretic. All one word, all lowercase. That's ! Come at me heretic. You have 5 minutes. Begin!
There we go. Cool. How long will this stream be? At least, I imagine it's probably going to be at least... What time is it? I don't know what time it is. I have no idea what the time is. I've lost all concept of the time. It is 8:30. I'd say at least another hour. At least another hour. I know there's a lot of people entering this because I can't see the chat anymore. It's just a blur. It's just a blur. So if you have just joined us, so far...
It's too dark to tell the time, Heather says.
Yeah, it is too dark to tell the time, Heather. It's all about no one's noticed the blue lights Adam's put in for us. It's all spooky and stuff, but still.
It's got to go with the grim, dark aesthetic.
It is. There's no light in the future, only suffering and pain.
In the grim darkness of the community streaming within there is only war.
There's only war. How dare Castellan who? How dare you? It's dark o'clock time, correct?
So come at me heretic. All one word, all lowercase.
Yeah, and you have a chance to win this really incredible press kit.
And it is a really good.
It's really nice. It's really cool.
A lot of the team working here have been super jealous that they've not been able to get them.
Yes, we get to watch them come in.
Yep.
We get to package them up.
And we get to wave them
and then
goodbye.
We get to wave them goodbye as they get out the door. So it's always fun. So as Brian says, that is indeed an excellent press kit.
4 minutes remaining.
Oh, let's praying to Nathaniel Garrow and Janus. They are the original Grey Knights, were they not? Timo 525. Janus or Janus? I want to say Janus, but I think they're original Grey Knights.
If it begins with J, then it's Janus.
Yeah, okay. Janus. We want to say January, do we? You want to say January?
I mean, you'll just get looked at funny.
You just made that up, Paul. If it begins with J, it says Yay. This doesn't make any sense. My name is John, it's not Yon, is it?
Yes, but the Roman god was Janus.
Well, I'm sorry. All right, well, if you're Roman, then his name is Janus. He was
so that's exclamation mark,
yeah.
Come at me, heretic. All
Someone just
lowercase,
asked
one word.
if Garrow was a former Death Guard. He was a former Death Guard, in fact, but I believe he was from Terra. He was not from Barbarous, I think is the home world of the Death Guard.
He was also pre-heresy.
He's pre-heresy, yeah.
Obviously, the heresy is when you had the traitor legions and stuff really kick off, when Horus went on, I'm going to do a coup. So before then, everyone was on the same side, and then everything went wrong.
I get told Garrow was the first knight errant who then became the Grey Knights. Yeah, and there's someone's putting here, Istvan funnies. I don't think if you're a loyalist there's anything fun about Istvan, all right? It is not a great time. So I don't want to ruin it, but the drop site massacre is, I think, it's infamous in 40k history. If you don't know it, it's quite horrific what happens there.
The books are very descriptive.
They are very descriptive. Yeah. I think it's almost they're legions then, they weren't chapters, they were legions, weren't they? So I think it's 3 entire legions get wiped out, or almost wiped out pretty much. And spoilers, the books have been out for a while. I'm not really spoiling too much, but Ferrus Manus gets, he loses his head. He loses his head, quite literally.
That's exclamation mark, come at me, heretic, to give him a chance to win this press kit.
Yes.
It's only available on Twitch.
Sorry, I closed my laptop to show it off, and now I realise I've made myself unavailable for messages from my producer, and he's furiously shaking his hands at me.
Doing the spider dances again.
Okay.
2 minutes remaining. Get those posts in. I can do a word good. That's exclamation mark, come at me, heretic.
Someone said, I can't believe you spoiled the entirety of 40k. I mean, do you know what? I've read a lot of books. I've tried to watch people do 40k in like 40 minutes. In fact, we had the idea of trying to do that. Like we were going.
It didn't work.
We were like, it's too much. There's way too much stuff to try and do. Where's the heretic version? I don't know. If you cover it in like yogurt and leave it outside for like a week, I'm sure the mould will make it look pretty nurgly. If you want it, be a pretty gnarly box set then. There's a lot of emojis happening in chat. It's interesting. Yogurt is heresy. It is. There we go, comment heretic. Yeah, it's great. How long do we have left? Producer, 1 minute. Just about 1 minute. Just over 1 minute.
So quickly spam, come at me, exclamation mark, come at me, heretic, all one word, all lowercase.
Do you know what? I'm going to ask a question there because someone's mentioned it in the chat about selling sort of press kits and stuff online. Like just having worked in the industry and stuff like that, they're not viable to be sold online. They cost a lot of money to make, so they'd be too expensive for you to want to buy, and they'd be too expensive for people to want to like produce. So that's just why that never happens. And I've seen this happening in a lot of different companies, but that's the general reason why these things don't really get sold. Coming here, yeah, it's awesome get to win. Yeah, there we go. Or Paul's moving his command station in place.
I'm getting ready.
Make the stream a bit longer to honour the release, please. Is it to honour release, Winter Herds, or is it to get your Twitch drops? I sense heresy in you.
Do we have a winner? Or
Not yet.
Still
No,
going?
still going.
Keep going, chat. Keep going. We believe in you. Come on, Gods of Chaos, give me your boon.
How many entries can you do? I think only one goes in, right? Oh,
and the
we're
competition
done. We are
is
done.
over.
Here we go. Right, this is important. So I'm gonna see the name's is going to float through the ether and then appear on my screen any second now. I've got to use a trackpad. I'm rubbish at using a trackpad.
Channel the warp energies. Get the information.
Okay, it's coming through now. I have a winner.
You're doing the Professor X
I am, because I'm reading the name. I'm going to make sure I say this properly, otherwise it's going to be awful. But congratulations, Kolong Lock. Kolong Lock. Now, if you separate them away, it could be another way around of saying it. So, Kolong Lock. Or to his friends, doesn't matter, I'm not saying it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. All right, but congratulations. This will be winging its way to you now. Well, not right now, obviously. That makes I can't actually teleport it to you. But GG, congrats. Nice to see everyone being so happy about that. We'll get you your details and then we'll get this across to you. I will try and get a signed card from Andy Serkis on that as well. I think I've got like 5 or 6 of those, so we'll chuck those in. But well done, GG, well done. We might have some more of these in the future to give away on social. Not today, so I'd recommend you follow the Frontier streaming account and our Chaosgate Daemonhunters social accounts.
You can follow us on Twitter at Chaosgate, and you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Play Chaosgate.
Yep, so I would suggest following those socials. Thanks, Psykit. Yeah, you can. Yeah, so we may have another one of these to give away at some point. So yes, well done, Kolong Lock. Well done, you. Right. Okay. Enough of this heresy. Enough of this messing around. People want to see some gameplay. People want to see you crush the heretics, smite the mutant. Paul, I have the utmost faith in you. This is a flowering mission. You've had the Grandmaster Noah has given you all the advice. You absolutely cannot fail. And I'm excited to watch you...
Spoiler, he failed, Chad.
Do this. I've closed my laptop in a dramatic manner. And now
yeah,
I've
I'm
got
not
to log
quite
back
sure
in
why
again.
you did that. There wasn't really any necessary
It felt like the
need
right
to
thing to do.
Yeah.
Right, okay, should we flick over some gameplay? So let's have a look. Where are we at, Paul?
So we are currently in, I think it's day 205, my 85.
285, I think. 285?
Well,
205. Who knows?
I can see good. And as you can
January?
see here... shut your face. As you can see here, we have a world that has reached 5 levels of corruption. And that means that it's almost lost. The threat of the Morbus grows ever stronger. And in this case, what's happening is because the corruption level is strong enough and the Bloom's power has seeped in enough, the forces of Nurgle are attempting to create a Knocklift Crown, which, if you know your lore, is the Chaos Gate, or a Chaos Gate. And through this, entities of the warp can come through and basically cause a lot of problems.
But you're not going to let that happen, Paul, are you?
Well, no, because it's not all over. You see, we have an opportunity to save this world. It's not a case of we've hit 5 and that's game over. We have the choice, technically have 2 choices.
Sorry, so I've got to tell you this.
Go for it.
Oh, Sam Slade, I think that's the best thing. Why are we both cosplaying as servo skulls? I need a little red light on my head just to be bobbing around. Maybe we'll do that. We'll do it in front of the green screen one day and just have our heads just bobbing around just like that. That'd be amazing.
I did not choose the cherub body.
Fair play, yeah.
Excuse me, I have to go and open the door for someone. Ugh.
Yeah, sorry. Right, sorry, Paul.
Yeah. So we have a couple of options, but one of them is that we can, along with Inquisitor Vakir, go down to the planet and attempt to cleanse it with a ritual. Now, it's a 5-level corrupted world, which means that this is a challenging mission. The place will be, as you will see when we get there, is very corrupted, so there's lots of Nurgle stuff everywhere, including some nasty deadly things from it. And we'll also be encountering some very painful Nurgle minions.
I want you to do like a David Attenborough talk show like about Nurgle. There'll be some Nurgle stuff with some very Nurgly things. There'll be Nurgly.
And here we see the
stabby,
young
stab.
Nurgling. It is currently jumping into my face. It is ripping out my eyes. But yes, so let's go down to.
By the way, chat have no chill. They're like, just destroy the planet, exterminators. I'm like, wow, we've shown some gameplay.
We're going to try and help these people, guys.
Yes, so we're trying to help them. And then once we've cleansed the planet of Nurgle, we'll make sure that anyone that's seen a demon is also cleansed, because we're the good guys. That's what we do.
So first things first, when we start a mission, we get the option for a glorious deed. If you haven't seen these before, these are essentially kind of mini gambles. Mm-hmm. You'll be given a challenge. In this case, we've got to kill 4 enemies in a single turn. And if you complete that challenge, you'll gain 2 requisition rather than the base that you would have gained before. However, if you fail, you will lose a requisition. So it could essentially render you having lost all the requisition. You know, if
it's basically you just saying, look, I'm worthy enough to do this challenge, and then if you fail, you look like you're an idiot, basically, in the eyes of the Grandmaster.
So I'm going to choose to accept it, even though largely it won't matter. Yeah, so these are always think carefully before choosing these, because these can make a big difference. And sometimes you'll think this is easy. And then that won't happen.
But also, sometimes it will get your knights injured when you're trying to achieve them.
Yes.
So
I have on a couple of occasions, been overzealous trying to get these glorious deeds, particularly the one that is kill X amount of enemies with a grenade, and I've thrown it at my own Grey Knights.
Just to get the kills.
Just to get
the melee one
thing.
always does me because it's I'm closing the gap and really I should just be there's opportunities here to not put my knight in harm's way and I just do. Yep. Oh, one thing to point out here, Paul. This is one of the missions you actually have more than 4 people.
So you have Inquisitor Fakir will be joining you on this mission. She has her own her stats, her own gear, her own abilities, and hopefully I'll get to show you some of those. Obviously, she's not a Grey Knight. So she doesn't have the same...
She's a bit more squishy.
Yes, she's a bit more squishy, and she also doesn't have things like the Aegis Shield or the Nemesis Force weapons, but she does have some pretty nice stuff. Now, I've pre-selected this team. Small spoiler, I've played through this mission a few times to try and find out what works quite well, and this lineup seems to be a good choice.
I have full faith in you, Paul.
He says when it'll never go or go wrong. So I have a Paladin in full Terminator armour, and I have given them the Demon Hammer. This is actually, I'll load it for you here actually.
Can we name them, Paul?
We can, we'll do that in a minute. I have given him the Destroyer of Chrysalix, which if you've pre-ordered is the Demon Hammer that you can use. And I've also upgraded all their Purity Seals, so it's a nice powerful weapon. I haven't taken this one, the ability to knock back. I do recommend taking knockback for a Demon Hammer if you get the option, mainly because it's hilarious.
You can knock people off a map as well, though, right?
It can be very satisfying, but for this particular mission, it doesn't quite work, I think. But yeah, this is an almost fully upgraded Destroyer of Chrysalix, which is available for pre-order.
Name him Biggest Stickers. I fully appreciate the Monty Python reference. But I don't think we've enough characters to name him Biggest Stickers. You're trying to hurt me today, aren't you, chat? Kalong Lock and now Biggest Stickers. I know what you're up to, you heretics.
So we've got a Purgator. We've given them the Psy Cannon. The Silencer. It's got a slightly longer range. It also has the ability to cause disruption. This particular Purgator has been given the special aim ability, which allows them to do precision strikes from range, so it'll be nice and effective. We have an Interceptor. I've given them the Twin Falchions. I've also given them, if you look at down here, you can see the War Gear. I've given him one that increases his willpower by 2. Mm-hmm.
And willpower is what they use to enhance their weapons and stuff,
and
right?
It's also what they use to teleport.
Now, bearing in mind, yes, which is really important. Now, bearing in mind, chat, if the first time you're looking at Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Daemonhunters as this stream, some of this stuff will be like, wow, it's a lot of information. There's a lot of complex strategies to this game. It really is very, very in-depth. We have 3 previous streams. We sort of touch on each of these areas, so we're not going to do it all this stream. Go back and have a look, and there'll be other streamers playing the game.
And the game has a full tutorial. It
has a full tutorial, and there's tooltips all over the screen. So if you want, don't be too worried. The game will talk you through it. But we're sort of jumping in, as Paul said, like 283, day 283. So we're quite a way into the campaign. So this isn't like day 1. You won't get this unless you're awful at the game. You won't get this.
So yeah, I've given them additional willpower so they can teleport a little bit more. And Apothecary is set up with 2 servo skulls. One of them is a healing servo skull, and the other allows him to use his biomancy abilities at range. We can't really fiddle with Vakir, so we'll leave her as is. But we can also assign the stratagems.
Yeah, don't forget to do that. It's really important.
We will forget them, but they are available. So be prepared for the slight noise when we do this. There you go. I'm going to pick Quicksilver to give anyone +2 AP.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah.
Which is super useful. And I'm going to choose the Precision Bombard, I think.
Yes, I haven't seen this yet. I'm so happy. I will not let you forget to use that, regardless. You're using it, Paul.
Well,
Turn 1.
We are up against Noctis, so remember that...
they could eliminate this, yeah.
Do I mean Noctis? Mortis? No, I think it's Noctis. So now that we've shown you what they've all got, now it's time to name them.
Okay, so we need a name for our Paladin, so we can change the given name. So Quark is gone. Chat, can we have a name? Can't call him Morty. I'm not going to call him Morty.
Mortalion.
Han Solo, Antioch, Sabashi. I'm not doing that name. Flux is cool. Bob.
I like Arthurus. I'm going with Arthurus.
Thank you. That's a good name. Strong name.
It'd be funny when he
Pally Den. I like it. Right, so now we do our Purgator. So we need to change the name. So Cadden is gone. We have we've got
Bernie.
Bernie. So Kit Breaker, Purgy, the Purgator, Purgerous. There's lots of them now. Blimey. Bootiful. Kevin. Jean-Claude. Mr. Clean. I quite like Kevin. What? Kevin.
Go, yeah. Kevin the Grey Knight it is.
Yeah.
And lo, he travelled forth into the fray.
The
What was his
mighty
name? Kevin.
Kevin. Right, we've got Vikir, and
Yeah,
now
we can't
we need
change her name.
Voldred. Voldred? Yeah, Voldred's got to be a name change, please.
This is our Interceptor, our zippy doodah character. Manfred.
Janus with a J.
There we go! There we go, let's have a Janus.
Is it double N or is it one N? I can't remember.
It's one N.
It's one N. So this is Janus, yeah?
This is Janus, yeah.
So how do you pronounce a Y? Curious. How do the Romans pronounce a Y? So January would be, how would they say that?
January.
Oh, all right, there we go. Okay, yeah. Good, I'll make sure.
And Yun.
The D silent. The D silent, hillbilly. Right, okay, let's move up. Sorry, someone's put I think it's a Django Unchained reference in there.
There'll be someone in chat who knows Latin and Roman.
The Romans didn't have a Y. Apparently the Romans didn't have a Y. There you go. I don't know if that's fact. It's on the internet. It must be true. I don't know. I don't know any Roman history.
Well,
I don't know 40k history more than I know actual history.
Latin, Jehovah is spelt with a Y.
Oh, right, only because you've watched Indiana Jones. All right? That's like me saying my French is I've learnt from Del Boy in Only Fools and Horses. That does not make you an expert.
Chat,
Right.
give me a name.
Give me a name. Gerald. I almost said the word. I'm on to you, chat. Bobzilla. Bruce. No.
Is that actually Bruce who's typing that?
It might be. It might be.
Ow.
Well, we've got an after us. I think a Paulus would be good. That'd be fair. Paulus.
Fine.
Palkle? Paulus and Arthur. There we go. Together. On the launch stream.
And I'm the apothecary.
Oh, well, we're all dead then, aren't we?
Okay, let's start the mission.
Let's go.
There'll be a bit of chatter at the beginning, so we'll let you listen to Vikir having a panic attack. I noticed that we're not on full screen, so chat can watch me boffing away. That's good.
The planet looked fine from up above.
It did, yeah. I can see
I'm
no
sure it's
wrong.
fine when you get down there.
It's going to be lovely. It's going to be prime real estate.
Prime real estate. Here we go. Good luck,
just
Paul.
a quick reminder before we play. This isn't a launch build, so it might not be 100% like you will see if you play today. I believe there's been some slight tweaking of the difficulty in this mission. I don't know which way it's been tweaked. We'll find out in a minute. But yeah, so this is representative, but it's not exactly what you'll be playing.
Noctilith Crown located. Teleportation initiated within safety protocols.
Logic cannot counter madness. The Morbus brings ruin upon man and machine alike. Your augmentation will not spare you.
Strengthen your wards, Inquisitor. The enemy is defiant, but your will is absolute.
So, we have teleported down to a world that's...
Looks fine.
It's
It all
not-
looks fine.
Yeah. Nothing a little bit of TLC can fix. Like, every house has one of those on the walls, yeah?
Yeah, you know, just a bit of Violida and a mop.
It's just standard.
Be all right. Be all right, mate.
So we know that on this world there's a Noctilith Crown, the Chaos Gate, and we need to cleanse it. So I'm going to follow my traditional style of gameplay, and I'm going to charge forth as far as I possibly can.
In fairness, Noah did say, like, get
Noah
to the
did
gate.
say that.
He said, get to the gate and defend it.
I should also point out, by the way, we're using, other than the Destroyer of Chrysalics, we're using the standard gear for each character. So by this point, you should hopefully have unlocked a few more things. But we wanted a challenge.
I wanted Paul to have a challenge.
Yes.
She's never friendly to us, is she? She's always like just miserable.
I kind of like what Vakir says, just like this. And yes, okay then.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll do it. I find that strangely enjoyable.
Right,
I'm a big fan of the interactions between all of the different crew. Like when you actually get to meet Vardenkai, voiced by Andy Serkis. The interactions between him and her are great because he's having none of it.
Well, you're gonna right. You've run forward. There's no sign of anything. I think it's a false alarm.
Yeah, I'm sure this world is fine. It's safe. It's cuddly even.
So who this? Oh, Purgator's moving up.
There was a giant cuddly Nurgling at Warhammer World.
I saw the picture, Paul.
I wanted to go home with it.
I know. I saw you. It's all your willpower was used to not steal it.
It's fine. I get my willpower back from a melee kill, so it's sorted.
I love how she's up front. Vakir's up front. Oh, I see. Reinforcing the front behind you. Right. Okay.
So we're going to keep charging away.
Advancing.
That's a thing to note, by the way. So that character was wearing power armor rather than Terminator armor, which meant he can climb over things and climb up walls. Whereas the Terminator armor has more resilience, but they can't run up these. They just sort of walk around them.
If you insist.
So power armor is more agile but less tanky.
Well, so far, so good. Warp Surge is manageable at the moment.
Emphasis at the moment.
At once.
So here's the tactic: is not to get waylaid, right?
Yeah, the tactic for me personally, from what I found playing these missions, the tactic is to largely charge forward. It'll certainly get difficult in a little bit, but
it's just when it's off screen, you can just hear smash, crash, bash. So sorry.
There was a thing in the way. He didn't like it. It's a pain. Our paladin, by the way, is wearing Terminator armor.
Yes.
So you can see he's bigger and bulkier than his battle brothers.
That's his eye, I think. Arthurus. There he is.
Yes, sir.
Another little animation there of the Interceptor just twirling the falchions, just spinning them around.
So you can see our bloom is rising a lot quicker, and there are now more enemies.
If you've just joined in and you haven't played Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate before, the more you use your willpower, the more your grey nuts tap into the warp. Obviously, that will increase that warp surge. And if you just joined us for the show, welcome. You just hit the gameplay segment of our launch live stream for Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate, which is out now to purchase. Actually, it was out at 3 p.m. UK time today. It's available on PC, so Epic and Steam, and all that goodness. It's a tactical turn-based RPG, fast-paced RPG. Which we're sort of actively showing off now. It's incredible. Like generally, I'm a turn-based strategy fan. I love Warhammer. This game is chef's kiss for me. I hope you all enjoy it.
I am with you.
You missed Noah, but this will be up on. There'll be a VOD of this, so you'll have to go back and watch it. So Noah Dexter Jackson joined us. Try saying that after a few beers. Earlier on the stream to talk about a little bit about complex games and their love for 40k. So if you missed it, please go and watch. Such a lovely guy, such a passionate team, and it really it shows in the game you're seeing getting played now. Like they really do understand the material.
So as you can see now, the number of enemies heading my way has rapidly increased, and even though I've only done like 3 turns, I'm already on 45% of the warp surge.
As I did not say tentacle turn-based, tactical. I'm not Nurgle. Tactical, although there are some tentacles. I mean, I'm looking at one now, but yes.
It will be done. Your command. I am with you.
I'm just slowly positioning.
Well, this is the most tactical I've seen you be all mission, but is that because you know the gate's behind this door, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay,
well, right. So I'll give you a little bit of information. There is a 50-50 I found in my playthroughs of what's behind this door. Because I thought, like, oh, it'll be set if I. It's
well, don't tell them what it is. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is first.
And it can change. Okay, so I'm going to put the key here.
Yes, yes.
And going to start back to my Purgator, and let's break through this door.
So you're going to do this with no action points left. Oh, but then you get them back.
I get them back,
yes, yes. Okay. So that's a really cool. Oh.
Ah! Oh no! I was hoping for the other one.
Well.
So, as you can see here,
isn't it?
we have a hell brute.
We need Sean Bean to open the door. They have a hell brute. Right. Well, you're going to be fine.
Yeah. So these are, as you can see, very big, very dangerous, very scary.
A lot of armor as well. 20 hit points.
Yeah.
A lot of armor to break.
But
there are various ways you can get around this. So it's rule number one. All these sort of games is don't panic. Think about the skill sets you have and the characters you have and how you can best use them against different types of foes. And Paul's going to ably demonstrate this now.
I specifically chose a Purgator because he might have been one of the things behind this door. Now, in other playthroughs, what I would actually suggest, if it wasn't a Hellbrute right there, is focusing on these. See these things? These things. These are blue. I believe they're called Bloom Spawn.
Right.
And they might look like sort of harmless plants, but they will be one of the most annoying things.
Did you say they might look like harmless plants? Well, what plants do you keep in your house?
I mean, bad ones.
Well, yeah. I mean, that looks like the thing from the Little Shop of Horrors, mate. I wouldn't have that in my house.
Feed me, Seymour.
Yeah.
Feed me now. Okay, so I'm going to use Astral Aim, which essentially enables precision targeting and 100% chance for a crit on a ranged attack. Normally that stuff happens from
stunning an enemy. Yeah.
Yeah, but this lets me do it, because I'm a Purgator, from range. So please move in range. Good! He is.
So it's no panic as a perfectly valid response to seeing that thing. I was like, well, yes.
So, let's fire away. So I'm going to take out their armor first.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm going to break it. So this is a little bit different from armor piercing, whatever, in that this will actually destroy that armor, so reduce it by 4.
And that's permanent, or is
permanent?
That? Yeah. So that's something. Yeah, because that's
so that
important.
will be incredibly useful. And I think I've stunned him as well. Yeah, I have. So now I'm going to fire on him again.
He's done a lot of damage there. This is good.
He has. And I'm going to fire on him again.
Not so much damage that time.
Not so much, but I can now...
Who's this? Oh, it's me.
This is you, the paladin. I can come in.
Oh, we're going to hit with the hammer?
The hammer strike.
Yeah. This feels like a bit of me. And I got a seed out of him. However, Paul, he has a thing around him.
Yeah, and that sounds like a you problem.
Right. Brilliant. Brilliant.
It's okay. I will move the apothecary over here so they're nearby to come and help you.
But remember what Noah said? This is only the first stage, right? We've still got to defend this room in a minute.
So I can't reach any of those, so I'm going to try and shoot at this Bloom Spawn.
Okay, doing a bit of damage.
Right, and for the interceptor, how far can I reach? I can.
Oh, you can get up top as well. Oh no, you can't. No, you can't. I thought you could.
Quite.
You could.
I'm going to teleport in here, and then I'm going to get him to attack the plane.
That's quite a lot of hit points as well.
Yes.
You're not going for the force strike, you're just mitigating the warp surge as much as possible.
I'm mitigating the warp surge for the moment.
I think next turn will be like...
because I think I'll need their willpower later on.
Yeah. Good point.
You do get willpower from killing enemies, but I'd like to have a nice supply of willpower for this fight. Okay, now, can Vakir get near?
Oh, she has teleport as well?
She does. I was wondering if I could get a bit closer.
I'm going to advise not to go in the red cone of immediate death, as someone put it in the chat.
Okay, I'm going to move her here. Should just be out of the range. Our producer is doing the spider fingers again. Oh, Plague Marine. There, see? So the plants act as kind of a mortar, so they can blast groups of people with a plagued attack. So not only does it hurt, it also causes various different detrimental effects. It's quite annoying.
You're doing all right. You're doing all right, Paul. So far, so good. We've been in worse situations on stream.
We have.
So if you have just joined us, welcome, welcome, welcome. Just to give you a recap of who we are and what you're actually watching. So this is some gameplay of Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Daemonhunters. It was a turn-based tactical RPG released today on PC and on Steam and Epic. And you can pick up now. It's from Complex Games, and we at Frontier have the privilege of publishing it. It's set in the grim darkness of the 41st Millennium, where you are in charge of a strike cruiser, the Baleful Edict, and you're in command of a strike force of Grey Knights, Chapter 666, and you're tasked with stopping the insidious bloom which is spreading across the Tateus sector, which is a nice gift from Grandfather Nurgle and his ever-present, I'd say herald in this case, of Mortarion, and it's your job to stop them. Else it's doom for everyone. So that's what you're watching right now. If you just joined us, so welcome, thank you. And like I said, please enjoy the stream. Paul's about to be victorious.
So I've moved Fakir over here. As you can see, this is a bloom stem, a nasty, horrible monster with quite a lot of HP. But there is a key word on here, demonic. And I'll show you why that matters in a moment. You see, Fakir is a talented and powerful psyker, and she has access to the ability known as Banish.
Ooh.
So I can click on this demon here and send it immediately away.
Wow, that's
Insta-destroy a
really
demon.
cool. So she's almost like I would reference that using my D&D days as a glass cannon. She's weak, but she does a lot of damage. To the right foe.
Now, he's looking a little bit worse for wear. He's up against...
Could you use my full name, please? It's Arthurus, the indomitable Hellbrute Slayer, as he's known amongst all of his peers. There you go.
So Artie McStab.
It's actually Artie McBash Bash, actually.
I'm so sorry, Artie McBash Bash. Let's get rid of their melee weapon. And you see, we have removed their arm. For they cannot stab you if they don't have an arm.
But because, obviously, he's now mutating, right, so he will now get a benefit. But it's not going to do him any favours, because he'll be gone.
He dead, yeah. And I am going to hack away at this bloom stem here.
So she's really important with these, because these could take a lot of time to destroy, and a lot of action points and willpower. And time is of the essence, right? And the amount of damage they've done to your team, you want them out of the game pretty much rapido, right?
And Vakir is slightly injured, so I'm going to heal Vakir.
I just want to point out that you remember that really brave Grey Knight, Arthurus, the one that smited the Hellbrute.
He knew what he was signing up for.
But just to point out that he's also, he's looking a little bit injured, just to say.
That sounds like a him problem, I'll be honest.
Right, well, just pointing out, Paul, that you don't want to take your star quarterback off the field straight away. Just no bias my side of it, but just point it out. Here comes the really brave Pocket 3 from the back there. Well done, get in there.
Okay.
I think you better take it out with a. Could you take it out with ranged weapon?
Not quite. I mean, I could actually aim.
Well, could you do if you just normal shot but add on some willpower?
No, it'll do it for this particular gun. It'll
just
a
disrupt
shot.
Yeah, we'll do disrupt from it.
So I'm going to astral aim at. Let's go for this one here. There you go. That was the right call.
Is that you, Plagued, Paul?
That's the Apothecary Plague, yes. That is me, Plague.
Oh, here they come. Here comes Morty's minions. Let's go, Kevin. Come on.
So you might be thinking, why on earth did he do that? That seems like a wasted attack. He's actually just created a plague zone in front of himself, so if I want to go and punch him in the face, I have to walk through that. And what happens to the warp surge? How is this going to hurt me?
Oh, hang on.
That's the worst one!
But hang on, don't forget his stratagems.
That's true.
Don't forget his stratagems.
More corpses join the ranks.
Okay. let's take out this.
Does this friend have a new friend? It does have an easy. Well, it has difficulty levels, yes. So there is like I can't remember what it's actually called now, but there is an easy mode, yeah. Easy, normal, hard. Then there's legendary and Grandmaster mode. And Grandmaster mode is you get one save and that's it. It's Iron Man mode. So you make a mistake, you've made a mistake.
You live with it.
And you will live with it forever.
I should just point out, if anyone was paying attention, when my Purgator shot at the bloom stem there, this guy here joined in because he has a particular ability, which is where he'll basically join in. I can't remember what it's called now. It's like covering. Is it called covering fire? Or support fire? It might be. Support fire, I think. Okay, I'm going to turn this guy's Aegis shield on.
Support fire. Yep, there we go.
Let's move our paladin here, and he's got 2 AP, so I'm going to put his Aegis shield on to get him some armour. And can I smite at this distance? No, it's just out of range.
Okay, next turn. Next turn, you're valiant and brave, legendary.
I don't know, I find him a bit overbearing.
I mean, he's literally been the MVP, mate. I don't know what you're talking about. Go, Kevin, you can do it.
Can I reach? Yes, I can.
So who's this? Who's moving? Oh, a teleport strike. I didn't do that. Okay.
Actually, let's use this.
Oh.
Let's get rid of his ranged weapon. He'll do a disruptive shot on the next thing to walk away from me, but taking out his ranged weapon should help a lot.
Yeah, I mean, yes, yeah. I mean, he's literally missing an arm, Paul. So I think that's gonna affect him somewhat. It's gonna make golf a lot harder for him going forwards.
You must keep the demon force at bay.
So,
all right, she's now in position to do her.
So Fagira is now
ritual.
doing her Ringy Wangy powers. That's going to take 7 turns to complete. It can vary. That one's looking quite painful. So I now have to stay alive for 7 turns. So let's start by healing myself.
They're now good as new.
And then I am going to send a med skull to Arthurus. So he has a bit of healing. It also purifies, so any negative effects he had on him are gone.
Oh, so now your MVP's back in again. So now you need me, Paul. Right, now I understand.
Advancing.
And let's
it's going to affect the Death Guard's throwing game. Might have to step down as a pitcher, says Blood Kestrel. I think, yeah, he's definitely out of the he's out of the softball team. And his mate is mad about it.
Yep.
He's crazy. Look at he's done that door. Oh, that's not awful.
No, it means you can walk away from me.
Look what it did to me! Look what it did! So now we've got quite a lot of enemy forces moving in, right? So we've got 2 Auspex pings over here. We've got Death Guard up above you and to the right. All 3 Auspex pings. 55% Warp Surge. 4. Yeah. How many turns? 6 turns.
6 more turns. So
okay.
Let's hope this goes okay.
I saw a message about doing the streams at different times. I actually do appreciate that. I know some people watching from around the world, and it's something we'll try to look at and manage. One reason we're giving Twitch drops to different streamers, so that you'll have other streamers who operate in different time zones. For us, obviously, it's difficult for us to keep changing times because people like our routine. So we are aware of it. I'm sorry we can't always be on at later or earlier times for different people. I know it's frustrating for some, but we are looking at ways of spreading those Twitch drops and stuff out to other streamers who operate in those time zones. So we'll keep an eye, we'll see what we can do. Yes, we will be running these Twitch drops again for our own campaigns, but we'll have to start afresh. So any stuff you've accumulated so far will sadly have to be reset when we start the campaign again, because we understand that people want to have another go at these drops. So when Paul starts his, I'm sure, glorious and successful campaign next week, they'll start the campaign with him.
I'll go here. Yes. So I don't know if you saw, chat, there was a little line going from where this was to him. That means he would be shootable, is the technical term I'm going with.
I think you should just do like a a whole glossary of Paulisms. Stabby McStabby. He did a stab.
That is.
He is shootable.
I went into Warhammer World having learned all the items, learned what they did, what their special thing was, and literally all my brain was sort of do a stabby stab. Hammer hurty hurt.
Well, you know, it's accurate, Paul. I'm still jealous you got to see the Siege of Terra diorama at Warhammer World.
Yeah, if you do ever get the opportunity to go to Warhammer World in Nottingham, the exhibition hall is a must. I'm going to keep him here because I have a feeling something.
Oh, someone's saying don't forget that 4 enemies in 1 turn objective. I mean, it is true. If you were doing this in a live, you would want to actually try and make sure you do that. I mean, you might have done it with the. Oh, I haven't seen it. Sorry, chat. I haven't seen this before, so I need to. Because I keep forgetting to use stratagems.
Orbital bombard these two.
Oh! What is it with you and statues, Paul? Can you just everything else is corrupted. That's the one thing that's left untouched, and you literally orbitally bombard it to oblivion.
I do not regret my decision in the slightest.
A bit of Overwatch from me. Interesting. So these, I can't remember what they're called, but you can get seeds out of these as well, right? These little organic pod things on the ground. I'm sure
these ones, yes.
Yeah, Bloomstorm spores. So if you missed whilst Paul's doing his manoeuvres, I'll just go through some bits. If you missed previous streams, the seeds are what you use to sort of upgrade your suits, armor, weapons, do research. So you can obtain them from, you do special missions where you go and gather seeds from enemies. You might have heard my character in the game when I killed the Hellbrute say he recovered a seed, etc. They are important resource, but so you have to balance up during the game, like, do I risk going for the seeds as well as doing the objective, because you can end up getting very heavily injured doing that. So that's pretty cool. There's other ways to get seeds rather than just from putting your gauntleted mailed fist into a Nurgle's stomach and retrieving it.
Right, I'm going to give this interceptor 2 AP. So that's both our stratagems used.
Cool. Well, it means if you do get that warp surge, it takes away your stratagems. We've already used them, so it doesn't matter. Cool. So Interceptor's looking pretty low on old health there, Paul.
He is. I'll be honest, it's not going great for our interceptor here.
I am with you.
That's going to help.
Yeah, let's get rid of their ranged weapon.
Oh, yeah, he's got a bolter, so yeah, he's he's got a sword as well. Well, he had a sword, he knocked that out of his hands as well, but
it's fine.
He's going to be DED.
He's an
dead.
ex-plague marine. He has ceased to be.
So it's a warp charge at % chance or build up. It builds up to 100. So that will go up based on the level of corruption on the planet. So it will go up each turn based on how corrupted the planet is, or various other. There are other elements that can affect it, and you'll notice whenever Paul looks at one using some of his willpower, you'll notice that warp surge will indicate how much more that surge is going to go up, because obviously the Grey Knights are tapping into the warp and so antagonising it as such. Elements, yes. I do struggle with my words at times. I have very bad England. Okay, cool. Here we go. You're gonna give me a bit of a heal. You're doing a good work there, Paul. Doing good work. I mean, you haven't killed a Hellbrute. I think you'll find that was the old Arthurius that went in there and.
But I think you'll find that the only reason that Arthurius is still standing is because Paulus is such a great individual. Basically carries the whole team.
Yeah, sure. Keep telling yourself
that. It's the heart and soul of the entire.
He did a stabby healy.
Taking position.
Is that a Stargate? No, it's not, Wonky Chops. That is a
Noctilith Crown.
Noctilith Crown, or in the common tongue, a Chaos Gate. This is a very bad thing, and you don't want it to be here anymore. So Vikir, we're attempting to stop the Chaos Gate opening. So Vikir, our Inquisitor, is in front of the Chaos Gate doing her rituals, trying to stop it, or this world will be forever lost to the forces of chaos, and the Morbus Tracker will get ever closer to completion. If it is completed, the Tatea sector will be lost, and in fact, perhaps even all of humanity might be lost to the Bloom. So we don't want this thing to. Yeah, Richard Dean Anderson is not going to appear in this. Oh dear, he's not going to appear in this Stargate, unfortunately.
I appreciate that you went for SG-1 and not original Stargate.
Yes, of course. Yeah, it's Stargate, but for literal hell. But yeah, I mean that is a good point. Yeah.
Oh. What we're gonna get? Ha ha! Joke's on you, I already wasted them!
Use them tactically, Paul. We don't say wasted in the Grey Knights. Someone said there's a lot of spoiler. That's honestly, I've not given anything away in the spoiler. I'm just talking about the technical aspect of the game. I've given you no plot elements here. Trust me, there's plenty of story in this to explore.
Yeah, there is a lot. Can I get? Yes, I can.
For Titan!
So as we're getting a fair way through the mission. What I'll do in a second, Paul, because I know we've got another T-shirt to give away. So we'll I think after this turn, we'll just pause quickly, tell the people how they can enter, and then we'll go back to the mission. I don't want to take too much away from the mission because it's getting good. It's getting really good.
It's getting tense, is what it's getting.
In fact, we'll keep with the mission. We'll stay with the mission. We'll do the T-shirt at the end. We'll do the T-shirt at the end. Near the end, close to the end. I'll do it in a minute. I haven't decided yet, chat. I'm working it out as I go along. I'm actually hooked on this mission. I think you're doing all right. It seems like you're doing 4 turns left.
I want to go and do a stab, but that worries me.
Your Honour, I want to go and do a stab. Well, look, it's up to you, Paul. I would play tactically here. Okay. Are you sort of gone in the halfway house?
Taking position.
This is you, Paul. You put yourself in harm's way. Oh, it's the Blight Hauler.
Yeah, I see it already. But see, that's
cool.
why I shot him. It was all intentional.
Sure. No, I believe you.
Can I get behind the Blight Hauler?
Has the Blight Hauler done its ranged attack yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
So I'm going to do this.
But Your Honour, I was stabbing with medical intent. It was perfectly legal with this drill bit.
I can't quite reach that in time, but I can get you. But I don't want to waste. I've got lots of willpower. That's fine. Let's take out that range. What I want to do right now is keep the Blight Hauler focused on this person. Don't want it to interfere with the Kier.
The enemy is wounded.
I mean, you're doing the right thing. You are literally putting yourself between. You're putting the armoured bodies of your Grey Knights between Vakir and her objective.
Right, I'm going to send. No, I'm going to keep covering here.
Yeah, there's what's behind there?
So that is another Blight Hauler.
Oh, is it? Oh.
And I have seen it go through walls before. So this isn't just some crazy decision on my part. They do sometimes do that.
Something's moving. All right, whilst we're doing this, let's actually flip back to us. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's not the end of the world. That's fine.
Oh.
That's fine. Oh, it's going to hit Vakir, though.
Yeah, not a lot I can do about that, unfortunately.
Maybe you need to get the Apothecary back to give her another heal, I think, maybe.
Yeah, I might need to.
Bloom is right, 35%. That's not too bad. All right, let's just quickly flip back to. What's the? I can do this one, Paul. If you win, you can. We don't have to carry on, but here we go. So we have given one of these away already. So we are going to give away another T-shirt right now in order to win this one. So it's exclamation mark.
Exterminatus.
Exterminatus. A nice, easy one to spell. Exclamation mark Exterminatus. If you want to win a T-shirt, and I'll throw in a signed plaque. Not plaque. It's a postcard from Andy Serkis as well, because I'm a nice guy. It may not be immediately. I've got to go home and get it and put it in the post, etc., etc., etc. It'll be 5 minutes, and we'll do this. So exclamation mark Exterminatus to win
all
a T-shirt.
Lowercase.
All lowercase. And we'll come back in 5 minutes to see who's won. Paul, back to the game. Look at that.
That was a dramatic finger click.
I hate myself for doing it. I actually hate myself for doing it. I feel like I should be selling a car.
Right. I am going to... This is going to be a bad idea, but let's go and see what happens. I'm going to say the Paladin off this way.
It's all right. I'm tough as nails, mate.
The Apothecary, I think
you're
going
smart.
to need to come back to Vakir.
I mean, I think she better take this hit.
I think she will, but it's a question of how much damage she takes.
3 turns to survive.
I have a horrible suspicion I don't actually have the willpower to do it.
To survive?
To heal her.
Well, you can just run up and heal her, surely.
Well, no. You
you out of willpower? Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I've got one, but I think I need 2.
Should be fine. It'll all be fine. You're going to die, Paul.
We're all going to die down here. Let's armor break.
Matthias, I think, is this turn-based? This is turn-based, yes. So obviously, I'm not sure what the question is, but this is a turn-based, well, it's a fast-paced turn-based RPG set in the Warhammer 40,000 universe. Yes, the Grim Darkness of the 41st Millennium. But there's more to it than just this. This is the tactical level you're seeing. There's obviously there's a level where you have to repair and research various items, repair your ship, the Baleful Edict. You have to strategize around the Tatea sector, so which planets you're going to save, etc., recruit and train your Grey Knights and progress them through their various skill trees, research new weapons. But it is turn-based, so in how that works is obviously you're seeing it here. All the units have various action points they can use to shoot and move, or move then shoot, or a variation combination at a time, and each side takes a turn to do that. There are 3 minutes left on a t-shirt competition. If you have entered or want to enter, there's still time. It's !Exterminatus, all lowercase.
Enemy reinforcements.
I think you can do this, Paul. She took a hit then, and she's okay.
I've got to survive 2 more rounds, but it's not looking good.
Goober10001 says, using C's for research sounds a lot like tech heresy to me. I don't want to spoil too much for you, but they're not happy about the it's literally the first mission, so I'm going to say this. Like, they're not happy about having the researching the plague on the ship, but they have to.
Can I get to you? No.
Timo525 says, you got this, Paul. What I could why says, heal, question mark?
Moving out.
It doesn't have.
No one trusts the Inquisition. I don't understand that. I don't know why. It's almost got a bad rep. Right. Oh, she's been targeted again.
Yeah, and that worries me because I don't think I can.
Have you got what's?
I don't have the willpower to heal, but I can try and get a seed, so I can send the apothecary off to oversee it, and hopefully she survives that turn.
How many turns left? 3 still.
2.
2. I reckon she. Oh, this is going to be by the wire.
This is going to be really to the wire. Yeah.
I think you need to deal with this guy.
Yeah, the Blight Hauler is the problem.
1 minute left on the t-shirt competition. !Exterminatus. If you wish to enter. Hello, friend. Goodbye, friend. See, I MVP, mate. Look what I do. And I get an extra. Yeah, look at me go, mate. And now can I do a shoot? Can I do a shoot? I'm turning it to you, Paul. Can I shoot at range? Can I fire at range here? Can I do something to? I need to just upset this guy.
I can get him towards him, but I can't get enough to hit him.
I think she'll survive this turn, but I think it's going to have to be like everyone on the Blight Hauler afterwards.
I might actually be able to heal her.
Ah, yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are done with the t-shirt competition. I will wait for the Mechanicus to send me the winner in my chat. I'm sure the name will be a nice, family-friendly name, as it has been all night thus far. Good. That is a good save. Good save, Paul. So I will have this coming into my chat any moment now, so I'll let you know who the winner is. All right, I'm feeling a disturbance in the Ethereum. And we have it. Oh, we have a winner, which is Sand Dancer 44. Congratulations, Sand Dancer 44. Now, I don't know if that's actually the name of one of the Imperial regiments in one of the books. It might be. I'm sure it is.
No.
Do not falter.
Ah.
That's one of the worst possible ones I could get.
Come to their doom.
But there's still... You already got hold for one more turn, right?
Got a hold for one more turn,
then
but she's
extract.
got that target on her.
She can take it. She's tough.
If I get you there...
That's...
Yeah, but I might be able to... I'm trying to shoot the Blight Hauler.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, actually, yeah, it's all or nothing, really, on the Blight Hauler. Yeah, you can see him, the little lines
yeah,
there.
so it's going to hurt, but I will be able to hit the Blight Hauler, I think. Do I have enough wolf? I don't have enough wolf. I just swap shot.
I mean, the armour's wearing. They got a lot of armour, but they're like an armadillo. Crunch on the outside, soft on the inside. Break the armour, and it's a pretty quick death for them, right? But you just got to get through this armour. Ah, here we go. Disable weapons.
Yes, that's what I was after. That should mean Vikir is now safe. Yeah,
Yes,
see, the red's gone, so Vikir is now okay.
Nice work.
So we should largely be home free.
I wonder if it's going to fall to the MVP. Oh, look, Paul. Look at this guy. Hellbrute, Blight Haulers. He likes to get exploded on, but that's what happens. It's fine.
Start moving this way.
Can we play another hour and a half? We will be playing more Chaos Gate next week, or Paul will be. We cannot stay another hour and a half, unfortunately, as much as I'd love to. My partner will kill me.
Am I in range to shoot at anybody?
Again, that looks thunderhammerable.
Oh, it's just out of range. That's irritating. I'm grateful the Age of Shield does not cost willpower.
So that's also, so for those of you who aren't aware, the Age of Shield basically gives you extra armor at the end of your turn, and it's well worth putting on. Well worth putting on.
That's another Blight Hauler off.
It's fine. You've got me, mate. That's all you need. I mean, that extra 5 armor is not great. Has he got Vikir as well? No, I don't think he has. But this is the last turn, right?
So we shall see. Literally all down to the wire for this one. Hey!
You've done it. Nice work, Paul.
We all have one unbreakable shield against the coming darkness.
Fantastic. They've been banished back to the warp whence they came, Paul.
Yes, they've.
Well done, Paul. Nice work. Victory. It was never in doubt, Paul. Well, you had me on the team.
I have to admit, when I saw those red dots on Vikir, I just went, this is going to be a problem.
But I mean, chat. I don't know who chat thinks the MVP knight is. I'm not biased at all. At all. I don't have any skin in the game on this one. But if we think it's Arthurius or Arthurus, I think it's only fair.
I think we can all safely agree it was the Purgator.
Yeah. Well, in fairness, the your Apothecary did actually go in and heal Vikir and save her from being absolutely annihilated by the Blight Hauler. So well done, Paul. There we go. We won't go any further on this one. I think we've sort of shown enough. That was a flowering event, preventing the Noctis Crown or the Chaos Gate
we did
from
actually
opening.
get the Glorious Deed as well.
You did, and you got the Glorious Deed. So plus 2 extra requisition, which you could then use to get some shiny things for your knights.
Well, I can show you. This isn't a clothing thing, but I can show you. So you gain items and your war gear in Chaos Gate. You don't manufacture it; you are given it as rewards for your missions via requisition, which is that thing here, the resource here. And when you start the mission, you can see an idea of what you will get. So we'd know we would get a Justicar, we could get a Silencer, we could get a Force Sword, we could get Power Armor, or we could get equipment. And you can also see the tiers. The items come in tiers, so you've got Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. So if we go click Continue, this shows what we've got. So we have a level 5 Grey Knight called Kedrin's Storm. We could have a Silencer called Empyrean's Thunder, which we could upgrade to do more damage and also more crit damage.
You see those symbols there, the siege you used to upgrade them.
Yes, he also has this as well as a very good range. You can see,
14,
so also 6 damage and long range. We could get a Nemesis 4-sword. I'm just going to select very quickly. Called the Grey Blade, fitting for Grey Knights. This one has a 10% chance to crit, and it could be 2 crit damage, but we can also increase that with Purity Seals, which is the upgrade mechanic. We have Oggins. I'm going to go with Oggins.
No, is it like the Janus?
The O is silent,
so
as is the
Gens.
G, E in the end.
Okay, yeah, okay. So you got some armour, yeah.
So this one gives you a +2 max willpower, so it'd be quite good for like an intercept or so on. And then you've got a piece of war gear. These give passive bonuses, like the thing we gave the intercept to give them 2 willpower. So this one would give +35% focus, which increase their chance to trigger autos. So that's things like if you've got the halberd, you've got the chance to swing your blade when someone walks near, and the warding save increases the chance to cast the Aegis Shield. So yeah, that's requisition.
So some bits in there for you to go and distribute. Now, bear in mind, obviously, chat. That's you pick, and that's single items. They're not. That's not a whole batch of those suits.
You've got one person can use that, and also it costs. If I just click it, because that's a tier 2 class like 2 to get it.
Yeah, cool. All right. So this will go back to us just quickly. So just talking through what we've had today in the stream. So we talked a bit about what Chaos Gate is. It's obviously if you just joined us, it's the end of the stream, but don't panic. There's still more to come. We'll be raiding someone else that's playing the game, and the game that indeed we have been playing and we were victorious in playing is in fact Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Daemonhunters, available now on PC. You can go and pick it up right now from the Steam store. It's available on PC, so that's Steam and Epic. Please have a look at the stream, and if you decide you like it, go and grab it. It's a tactical, fast-paced, turn-based RPG set in the 40,000 universe.
The 41st Millennium.
41st Millennium, thank you, Paul. It really is an incredible game. It's a genre I love. It's a fantasy setting that I love. So I'm sure if you've seen any of this, you'll have enjoyed it too. We will be raiding somebody else that's streaming these games after we finish the stream today. But before we go, Paul, congratulations.
Thank you.
You took on that mission. Now, but you didn't have to take on that mission, did you?
No, there are other options to go. I should very quickly say, in regards to the game being available now, there are actually 2 versions. There's the standard version, where you can get Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Daemonhunters, and you can still get the Castellan Champion Edition, which will not only give you the full soundtrack, which is a very nice soundtrack.
Oh, the remastered chant, yeah.
Yeah, where it gives you the
whole
soundtrack. But you will also get access to a unique character called Castellan Garancrow, which is currently one of the models in that box, if you were looking at the contents earlier. And he has his own gear, his own abilities, and most importantly, he has his own special weapon, which is the Black Blade of Antwer, which is a demon blade that constantly whispers and tempts people, giving them strange suggestions. But it's okay, he's a Grey Knight, he's fine.
Paul, are you the Black Blade of Antwer? Is that where you go at the end of this? You go back into the sword?
We all have hobbies.
Well, yes. Yours is just the destruction of mankind and the universe.
I mean, I think that's fair.
Yes. But yes, sorry, so back to you successfully stopped the flowering event on the Noctis Crown from opening. Is there another way? I mean, you could have chosen another option, right? As Grey Knights, you do have.
There is a second option.
I mean, you can always fire Exterminatus, Paul. So that obviously destroys the weapon. What does Exterminatus... Paul, why has it gone red?
You told me to fire the Exterminatus.
No, I said you could fire Exterminatus.
No, you said fire the Exterminatus.
No, I said don't...
You used the words fire the Exterminatus.
Oh my God.
Peggy 18.
Commander, prepare to engage. On the Imperium! Enemy reinforcements.
In death they fall, their duties fulfilled. And now, as bound by oath, another must rise.
We are at your service, Commander.
The Baleful Edict will be your vessel in this war against chaos.
There are grievous matters to attend. The Edict cries out for repair.
Commander, the bloom is not to be taken lightly. With every passing day, the corruption grows stronger. We must equip our knights to combat this malevolence.
Tell me what you have learned, Inquisitor.
Poxwalkers are evidence of warp corruption. This is no natural plague.
This blasphemy should be destroyed at once.
That is the difference between us, Purifier. You are the hammer, but I am the one with the burden to wield it.
Come at me, heretics! You will be cleansed.
This will be a campaign remembered for millennia.
Our faith is our shield! Brothers, our duty is death, but it will have no hold over us today. Face your judgment!